Hi there, I'm Andre from P Motorcycles and I'm here at EICMA 2025 and I'm here at the Macbor stand. Now Macbor is a Spanish brand, I believe the bikes come in from China, but Macbor put their own styling on them and I think they do quite a good job of it. I've covered their stand before at previous shows and as I'm here I thought I'd give you a look around. Tell me what you think. Okay, so first up we have the Macbor R410 Rockster. So yeah, I mean that's a cruiser, it's a parallel twin. 400 cc's. I actually think those look kind of cool. We've got them here just in every colourway going. They look quite good in the black, also quite striking in the red. Yeah, I mean they look quite well made. It's got the LED headlamp on the front. Lots of sort of nice cast and billeted parts around the bike, and yeah, I quite like that. Even the dash is kind of super clear. It still looks a little bit retro, even though it's electronic. But yeah, I think those look kind of cool. Going down the side, we've got a few of these little 125s. These are the 8 mile liquid cooled. One in the white, one in the black, and one in the red. And yeah, again, I think they're not fancy, but as a simple 125, I actually quite like the look of that, especially in the red. Let's give you a look down the side and up and over the tank. You can see the dash. No colour dash on these, but then again, they are made to a budget. Few other options here with the 125. So one is their Rockster Flat 125 Evo. It's kind of a cruiser frame, slightly adventure tyres. Not entirely sure about that one. And then again as the Rockster 125 Evo in the red. Here we have the Rockster 710, which actually, that does look kind of cool. It's a little bit more aggressive, slightly higher tank. The lines up to those bars. Just a single seat as well. No pillion, nowhere to put pillion pegs. Can't see what the dash looks like, but with those low slung mirrors and the high bars relative to the seat, that actually looks like kind of a cool motorcycle. Right then, this is what I quite liked last year, which is the Macbor XR 125. Again, liquid cooled 125 in an adventure bike frame. And I think these are just finished really nicely. Little things like the seat removal with the key. You get a rack with it that looks like it's ready to accept top box. Nicely stitched seats up and over the tank. And a pretty clear dash. It's again not fancy. Looks like it's got traction control as well. I'm not sure how many 125s have that these days. It's non-adjustable suspension, but I'm sure again it's made to a budget. But that dash really is super clear, and a little screen. Also available in black and in white. And this one down the end we have an XR 125 with some metal luggage. I mean the luggage is kind of small. I think that really has been scaled down. The luggage looks a little bit odd to me. It looks like it almost opens from the top. It's hinged at the top, which sounds a little bit odd. Maybe there's some sort of net inside to stop things falling out. Here we have a Montana 510, and I think this is one they had last year that has actually been done. So this is not a stock bike. It's got an aftermarket bash guard. It looks like it's had the suspension done completely. It's got a Brembo caliper on the front. But yeah, it's just showing you what could be done with bikes like this. And then last two to show you. The first is the Montana X R3, which I think is a 300cc sort of adventure bike. That one's got a cast front wheel, so it looks a little bit more of a road-focused bike. And last but by no means least is the standard XRS 510. So this is the one that the race bike was modified from. Yeah, it's got a Nissan front caliper, not a Brembo. But actually, that still looks quite nicely finished. I don't know how much these things cost in Spain. We don't get them in the UK. But that is not a bad looking motorcycle. Yeah, I think that's kind of cool. Right then, that is me done. That is my video from the Macbor stand here at EICMA 2025. My voice is holding out just, but I'm kind of feeling like it's starting to go. So maybe that will bring my coverage to an early end and I can crack on with my editing. But I hope that was interesting and useful. If it was, please check out my other content. Maybe I'll see you there. Thanks for watching.